began.
Why is it that owls don't go wooing in the rain? Do what to work! Next one. What do Japanese cannibals eat? Ramen!
What did the elephant say to the naked man? How'd you breathe through that?
I didn't realise I had to scream, but I'm pronounced having a very big mouth anyway, so I'm just going to ad-lib. It's okay. It's okay. Can everyone see the screen? Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kaz, and I am James's best man. So I'm not actually a best man. I don't have the anatomy for that.
No, that's not true.
But I would still like to do the formalities. Bridesmaids, you're looking stunning. No one told me about this. Please pre-warn me about that. I need to know. Flower girls, you are adorable. Michelle, you look. This place is looking so amazing, and I'd just like to take the opportunity to thank James and Michelle's family for having us all here today. Can you hear me now? 1, 2, 1, 2.
Last chance, guys.
James, thank you for asking me to be your best man. I am truly honoured. We've been friends for the last 17 years. The highlights of our friendship have been... Oh no! Travelling around Australia together.
Just a delay.
Just say no.
On my overdraft, by the way. Moving to London together and briefly flat sharing, at which point we almost never spoke again. A holiday to New York, which confirmed the fact that we could never travel together. And of course, the parties and the festivals, which, to be honest, I can't go into any detail at all. I'm sure that everyone here has a ridiculous James story. In fact, Shell's friends Rich and Laura can confirm such a story on one of their first meetings. This was also the time that James chose to tell Shell that he loved her. Shell was mortified by the series of events that took place. But hey,
It is what it is, mate. It is what it is. Yeah. Done. I met James at uni, and believe it or not, we weren't introduced in the traditional way. It wasn't a formal meeting at all. In fact, I was on the other side of the room having a conversation with somebody entirely different. Picture the scene. When James bellowed and called me out of order and branded me as a hypocrite.
That doesn't sound like me at all.
The story that I was sharing with my friend was that I was trying to hide the fact that I smoked from my family. James was appalled by this, having never smoked anything before.
Oh my God, that is hideous. That was a comedy moustache. I knew it already.
In his whole life. So I would just like to take this opportunity to thank you, James,
Thanks, mate.
for sharing the strong values and morals that you have, which in turn has made me a better person.
What's next?
Tony and Rosemary, I'm really sorry, because he's like asked other people to carry his cigarettes because he doesn't want you to know. We have managed to piss each other off quite a lot over the years, so I guess this is your payback. Making me stand here today, and of course organising and attending your stag do.
Which one?
Which was enlightening. I was going to say here that those that attended the London stag do, I hope that you got the PG version of what I had to endure. But I've heard the stories, and from a great delivery from Ash, I understand that this was not the case. So I guess we'll all be in for a game of Guess the Bum a bit later. Cue to video. James is the self-appointed master of the fun. Give this guy a box of glitter and some face paints and he is the happiest kid alive. James is no stranger to fancy dress. And to say that he is a peacock is an understatement. But armed with his Technicolor Dreamcoat and his curious nature, he seems to have attracted the right people along the way. And I've been lucky enough to tag along for the ride. Sorry, Shell. However, no matter what it is that you are doing at that time, James wants to do the exact opposite. Okay. In fact, he's probably assessing his options right now. This, of course, can go completely in your favour. You could be doing something that's beyond your wildest dreams, beyond the realms of your imagination, or it could result in a 9-mile trek across Glastonbury in the cold and the rain, only to get there and realise that A, it's either really rubbish, or everything's closed. And you're a good 2 hours away from your tent. James's camp is conveniently close. James comes from stock holding strong family values, and I can see him carrying this through with his life from Michelle. Plus, I can only imagine that due to the strong relationship that he has with the women in his life, it has led him to develop some skills, which means that he's great at cooking, baking, sewing. I'm sure he'll claim that he has good skills in interior design at some point. So I have no doubt that James will become a very good husband. I'm now informed that James is trying his hand in new territories in DIY. His first project is building a cat flap for their beloved cat, Lenny. Being the super cool parents that they are, Lenny can have back as many friends as he wants. There's been numerous times when Shell's gone home and every cat in the village has been in their lounge. Which is kind of odd because Lenny and the cat flap has a microchip, which means that only Lenny should really get in and out. But it's okay, James. It is what it is. Before I congratulate the bride and groom, I'd like to congratulate you all for being here. Not only for putting up for James for all this time, but also congratulations on making the cut. Oh, I forgot that.
Sorry, no, it's me. I'm trying to keep up.
Family, family.
There we go.
And the star of the show. Yay! Okay, so I'll congratulate you all on making the cut. James has made many a cull since I've known him. He's quite fussy about the company that he keeps. In fact, some of you are very lucky to be here. He told me that there's two types of people in life. There's those who get it, and there's those that don't. So I guess you all get it. Apart from Shell's family, I don't know if you get it or not, but we'll find out in time. Mary, you get it. You get it. You get it. This is the bit that I have to read because I only wrote it yesterday. James, I love you with all my heart. You have been consistently the best, the funniest, the most caring and the most supportive human being in my whole life. You are one of the good ones, and I know your parents are very proud of the person you have grown to be. Shell, I cannot envision anyone better to stand alongside James. You are everything that he's been looking for and more. Plus, you don't put up with any of his shit. And you give as good as you get, which is kind of vital. I really do think you are the perfect match. So let's raise our glass to toast James and his beautiful wife, Michelle. We all love you very much and wish you a wonderfully happy and healthy life together. To James and Michelle, Brexit!